Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. You, my lunar brothers and sisters, I just want to say thank you, a heartfelt thank you for all of your support, for everything. It really does mean a lot. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your seat yet, the winter solstice alignment activation session is there, but spaces are limited. Get yours in the link in the description box below. And this is the last week pretty much before Mercury goes retrograde that you can get the retrograde survival kit for half price. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store. So your message this week, this is a boulder, it's a rock, and water is moving and flowing and free and accepting and yielding. Earth, rock, is unbending, unyielding. It's the complete antithesis of everything that water represents. Now, I'm not talking about earth like soil where you pour water on it and it grows and it flourishes. I'm talking about rock. This week, my Cancerian brothers and sisters, you will face a challenge that needs to be met head on. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't envelop it. You're going to have to break through that rock. Whatever it takes, you're going to have to literally head on, right? And it will be a challenge this week because it's going to be something that requires you to conjure up within you a different strength to what you're used to being able to use, right? So you have to find some way this week to go through it. There's no way around, there's no way under, there's no way over. You have to go through this. There's a challenge that will come up this week and it requires you to push on, right? But the reason I feel like I'm giving you this message is because you can. This is about rediscovering the strength of what it means to be a Cancerian, right? So this week you get the Fool card as your destiny card, right? So it looks like someone or something new is coming into your life. There's going to be a surprise event for you this week, Cancer. It might take you out of your comfort zone and you might think, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to retreat inside my little shell. You know, listen, I do it. I'm a Cancer moon, for crying out loud. So when I'm ready, like, not coming out. I'll see you soon. You know, but this week you can't do that. This week you're going to have to meet it head on. So whatever the challenge is, it's ultimately coming up for you to grow, to change, or to even welcome something truly amazing into your life this week. But it is going to require you to meet this head on. So let's see if we can give it some context. What does the direction card say? What is it likely to be or manifest as? And this week you get the Four of Cups, right? So this week, you're going to have to snap yourself out of the funk. There isn't going to be anyone or anything that kind of comes out of... It's not saying that, oh, you know, nobody's coming to rescue you, but well, it kind of is, right? And the feeling that I get from it is you may face something this week that makes you think, oh, you know what, this is crap, I can't believe this is happening. You know, all of the stuff that we say when something that we don't want to happen happens. This week, though, the challenge that you're going to face is getting out of your own way, right? And it's almost like the second you switch that vibration, you're going to gain something. There is a surprise coming in for you, and it may come in the form of a challenge this week, right? Because you've got the Four of Cups there as the direction. So you see there, she's like sullen. Sometimes it can be melancholy. Sometimes it can be that we're in a funk, that we're feeling depressed, or it's like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. And it's like the second you snap yourself out of that, the Fool card is going to show up, right? And the Fool card is always, it's kind of like a Uranian event. You can't really predict it. You can only kind of get, it's almost like you can know that it's coming. You can very rarely kind of pinpoint what it's going to be. It's the same with Uranus as a planet in astrology. All astrologers will tell you, don't try to predict what Uranus is going to do because you'll probably get it wrong, right? When you zig, it zags. When you zag, it zigs. It's kind of that energy because it is unpredictable. This week, something great looks like it's shaping up for you, but it's going to require you to get out of your own way to accept it. And it may come in the form of a challenge. And once you're done with that kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, and I talk to myself when I say this as well, you'll see that actually, you know what, this is kind of cool. I'm really glad this has happened. What a blessing in disguise. Your insight card, what's right, the Fool card. Well, what do you know, right? This really, for me, this is like that. I can literally hear the cards laughing at me, and they're like, ha, ha. All right, tarot, you can stop being obnoxious now. Yes, I talk to my cards always. We have a very good relationship, and there are times where they call me out on my bullshit, and I'm like, oh damn. The fact that you've got the Fool card as an insight, there is a surprising event happening for you this week. There's something coming that could possibly reshape everything for you. There is no way round, there is no way over, there's no way under. You just have to go through it. And the second you find yourself going into that sort of energy, chuck it out, right? The second you switch the vibration, you will see the blessing in the lesson that shows up, all right? I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.